In this video on Wuthering Waves, I'm going to show you what you can do every single day on the game to make sure you're progressing at least as much as you can. Now, if you're watching this, the first thing you should have done is all of your main story quests, all of the side quests, all of the exploration quests. You should have done everything that is not what you do daily. I'm only going to be talking about the things that you can do daily every single day to keep progressing. So with that, the first thing is your daily quest. So you'll get one quest every single day. It will look like a green exclamation on the map, and it's something super easy to finish. In this case, it's to defeat 5 TDs, and honestly doesn't take long at all. This is going to start progressing your daily activities. So if I go ahead and I bring my cursor on the screen and we press this button at the top right here, this is the first one you want to fill out every single day to get 100 points, because you can get a ton of union level experience by getting 100 activity points. Doing the daily quest gives you 40. It's a huge start. It already gives you 2 boxes here, which gives you 600 union experience, which is something you shouldn't be overlooking. There's also a variety of activities that you can do every day. There are some of them that are different, like for example, absorb 1 echo was not here yesterday. It was a different one. But things like completing 1 simulation challenge, and if you click the go button, it's going to take you right there. And you don't actually have to claim the rewards by spending your wave plates in these things. But if it does line up with something that you want to do, sure, go for it. So when you get in here, just fight to defeat the enemies. It shouldn't be too hard. You should actually kind of like just zerg through all of these enemies really easily. Just don't claim the rewards unless they're rewards that you want to spend on. So you can actually just click escape and just leave the domain instead of claiming. And you'll see if we go to our activity log here, it will have counted the simulation challenge. The same thing can be done with the overworld bosses. You can kill them for echo farming and just for fun. You don't actually have to, loot their thing at the end. If you get lucky, maybe you can even get gold echoes from the bosses, which is nice. And whether you want the rewards or not, you can claim it here. Otherwise, it does not matter. The boss does respawn every minute, and you can check your activity log, and you can see here we have completed everything now. And this literally took me I think my recording is in 7 minutes. Since I started this video. And there we go. A ton of union level experience just for 7 minutes of daily work. You don't have to do the rest because they don't really add more to your activity points. You only get rewards up until 100. Now, apart from this, if we go to our milestones tracking over here, now this is currently capped off to everything at level 60, at least for me right now. I wonder if this is linked to your union level and your world level. So I think once you get to union level 40, you unlock the next set of milestones. Right now, I don't have those because I'm still union level 37. But make sure you are up to date with the milestones tab so that everything here is done and you've claimed all the rewards that you can receive on the right hand side until you're up to date. The next thing you can check is your battle pass thing, this Pioneer podcast. If you are paying for the insider channel and you have the mainline one, you can always progress this one. You have your challenges in the second tab here. It looks like the weekly reset is on Mondays, at least in terms of European servers. I don't know if it's different for the other ones or anything, but you can go ahead and earn experience here and go ahead and level up this battle pass thing. Because every day you will get daily little challenges that you can add to progressing that. Apart from that, you will have events. Now, this won't be the same every single time you check in the future when you're watching this video. This might be completely different, but you want to make sure you're up to date with all of the events that are currently active. Like for ones where you have to preview a character, make sure you've claimed and you've done the challenge to earn those rewards. Right now, we have the Overdash Club, which is a parkour thing, which a new challenge is unlocking every single day, so that you have to make sure you're progressing and unlocking everything. Mainly to get these rewards on the right-hand side. So definitely keep up to date with all the events happening in the game. And that's pretty much it for the main stuff of the game. The rest is basically up to you, and this is how you spend your wave plates. So if I open up my map, you can see how many wave plates you have at the top right of the screen. You don't ever want this to reach 240. You get 1 wave plate every 6 minutes, so it takes a while to generate wave plates. And you want to spend these in the most correct way possible. And this is going to all be towards gearing up your character. So if I go to my resonator over here, the first thing you should check is whether you can ascend or not. You want to make sure you have all the ascension materials unlocked. In the case of Rover, you get the main one for free. But if we go ahead and we look at Gian over here, you can see here we need the Belial Gorilla boss, the one that we just fought. We need 9 of these, and you can see I already have 10 of them because I've already farmed this stuff. So when Ascension unlocks at Soul Phase 5, once I'm Union level 40, I can immediately ascend my 3 top characters because I've already farmed the resources, the materials required. If you've already done that and you're ready for your next ascensions, your next thing should be weapons. You should make sure your weapons are currently maxed out to their highest level that they can reach. Right now for me, it's level 60 weapons. I have 4-star weapons in all of my 3 characters that I use. And when you go to upgrade, you want to make sure that it is ready for its next ascension, which again happens at Soul 3 Phase 5, which is at Union level 40. So you're going to want to make sure you have all of these materials available. If I go ahead and I look at all my characters, let me see. For example, you can see here for Encore, I don't have these pine cone looking like things. I can click here. I can go ahead and see it's at the Forgery Challenge, Misty Forest. This will take me to that location on the map. I've been here before, so it means I can fast travel to it, which is nice. And then you're going to go ahead and run this challenge multiple times until you have all of those materials. Try to do it in the highest difficulty that you can currently do it at. It should take you a couple of seconds to defeat that little challenge, and then at the end you can claim the reward spending 40 wave plates in order to get the rewards. And you can see here, so 1, I need 5 of them. That means I need to do this 4 more times at least so that I can have the Ascension materials for Encore's weapon. You should also note that you are not guaranteed to get some of those resources. Here's a run where I didn't get that purple one. You'll also get Union level experience for every time you spend your wave plates, so this is something you should actively be doing every day as well to level up your Union level. Once you do run out of wave plates for the day, there is a little trick that you can do that is going to either cost you or you already have the resources. It depends on when you want to use it. I've been using it currently to get to Union level 40 so I can keep progressing. But if I go ahead and I click restart here, it says, oh, but you don't have the wave plates to do it. I only have 15. I need 40. That's fine. You can still do it. You'll see every day you get like a special chance to get more wave plates. So if I do this challenge again without wave plates, so you see the challenge is completed, and when I go here to claim rewards, it's going to tell me you don't have any like money, right? But you get these gold cubes. If you haven't been using them yet, these will replenish 60 wave plates, right? And because we just got like 20 of them in the mail for free because of the stuff that's happened, you can go ahead and consume these and get 60 wave plates for free. And you can literally get 20 times 60, which is a ton. Like right now you get insane amounts. But you can also use Astrite, and if you spend 60 Astrite, you can get 60 wave plates, and you're allowed to do this 6 times per day. So tomorrow you can do 6 times, so you can get another 6 times 60 amount of wave plates so that you can be progressing faster than other players. But of course it does cost Astrite, so you gotta choose whether you want to save your Astrite up for buying convenes to make more pulls, or if you want to use your Astrite to buy wave plates so that you can get your Union level up higher so that you can ascend to level 70 and be ahead of other players who are currently still, locked at level 60 right now. But if you're playing the game at the same time that I'm posting this video, you should have like 20 of these cubes in your mail, which means you have a ton of wave plates and you can level up to Union level 40 pretty easily, as long as you've been playing decently for like the last, couple of weeks since the game's been out. It just hasn't been that long, actually. And this will allow you to keep claiming rewards and keep gaining experience so that you can further yourself in the game. And you can see here now I have 5 of these different things. And if I look at Encore's weapon is now ready to upgrade as soon as I hit that next ascension. You can see we've got all the materials required. From that point onwards, you're going to work on your forte skills. You're going to make sure that you've unlocked and upgraded these skills as high as they can go. You can see some of these I already have ready. You just got to be careful because these use the same materials that your weapon upgrades and ascending use. So just be aware about that. And for upgrading your echoes, you got to try and make sure that you upgrade them all like 5 levels at a time. You can see I've got a 21, a 19, a 16, a 15, a 15. So I'm pushing them currently to level 20. You want to upgrade them and use your materials very sparingly just so that you can get 5 levels at a time, because you don't get experience for echoes very often, and you will get a bunch of them as you're like playing daily and you're doing these things. You will especially get them from like those, the freaking simulations and those like challenges that you do. This is just so that you can keep increasing your echoes to further increase your character's stats so that your characters are stronger and they have, higher stats, like Encore, who has, plus 7,600 HP and plus 860 attack because of her 5 echoes, and Jian as well as Rover. There is another thing that you can pay attention to that is more of a weekly thing and is kind of easy to miss if you don't know what to look for. If we go back to that activity tab screen, if we go to the second option over here and we go down to the weekly challenge, this resets every Monday. It seems today it just reset. You're allowed to claim the rewards. You can still beat these bosses whenever and how much you want, but you're only allowed to claim the rewards 3 times, and you're not guaranteed to get all the rewards. But some of the things like these cubes and, these different things here are used in some upgrading of like, special skills in your forte skills for characters, or the cubes are used for crafting 4-star weapons at the, the weapon crafting place, which if I open up my map, and I go to Jinzhou over here, you'll see that the weapon crafting, there is like a screen behind the dude there, and you can craft 4-star weapons, purple weapons for any kind, as long as you have 2 of those different cubes and 150 special ores, which are, not too crazy to find, but you will have to see a guide to get 150 of them. And that's how you can make sure you're progressing every day as reliably and as fast as you can. Honestly, if you do it right, you might only spend like 30 minutes of this game every single day, maybe even less, and then you're like up to date. As long as you have spent your wave plates and you've done those daily activity things and you're up to date with everything else, you're good. You're good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.